Hello, my lovely Cancer, and welcome to your general weekend energy reading. This is just a general reading, so please do take what resonates and toss the rest. Otherwise, please do check out the other signs in your chart in case they resonate with you more. If you do like this, please do like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. As it does help my channel. It is free and it does help it get to all the other Cancers. As a weekend energy reading, we don't do reversals here, so we do use this deck for our general energy. We use another deck for our challenge and 3 oracle decks that help with giving us a full scope picture. So let's get started, shall we? We have the Knight of Pentacles. All right, so this lets me know that you do have some opportunities coming in for finances. Financial opportunities could be a job opportunity you've been waiting for if you've been applying, or potentially raise or new promotion, things like that, new job. Could be an opportunity for an investment, or it could be a cash infusion. So you may get a check. You may get something that is like, a check you've not been expecting. It could be a check you have been expecting, like your tax return check, anything like that. It could be a cash injection now. But I definitely do see some financial improvement on the way. We also have the King of Pentacles. So I do feel like this is going to be something that is substantial for you. So if it is a long-term thing, this will be a raise that will be long-term, really helpful for you in creating abundance. If this is an investment, this investment is going to pay off very well. If this is a partnership, I do think it's going to be very abundant for you. So whatever this opportunity is that's coming in, you do want to pay attention to it, because I definitely believe it's going to be something that's going to be super helpful for you. If it's a cash injection, it could be quite a bit. Or it could be something, if it's like I said, an inheritance, a judgment, something that you've been waiting on, a lawsuit, your tax return, whatever it may be. It could be something that, even if it's not a substantial amount, which it could very well be, it could be something that you could invest or use towards the business that you own, or towards an investment, or something that could even make it even more substantial. But either way, I do feel like this is going to put you in a much, much better financial position with this King of Pentacles, energy. However, down here we do have the Nine of Swords. So it does tell me that you have something on your mind that you are still worried about. There is something that is kind of keeping you up at night, kind of keeping you stressed, struggling, something on your mind. I don't feel like it's going to be finances quite so much, just because of the cards coming here ahead, unless it's something that you feel like, you gain these finances through, not the best means, for example, or perhaps you gain them, they're ill-gotten gains. If it's something like that and you're feeling guilty, perhaps that's the only way I can feel like this might be financially related. But other than that, I do feel like there is something that is bothering you, something you're worried about. It could be relationship-wise. It could be, family-wise, anything like that. Could be, a health issue, just general anxiety, perhaps, if you have that. So it could be something like that. It could be that you're stressed about the opportunity too, though. If it's something up here where you have the opportunity to switch this job and you're just not one who likes change, you don't necessarily like to change up anything, it's very stressful to you, you may be really worried about that. You may be stressed to make that step. But if that is the case, it's definitely going to be lucrative for you. So, do keep that in mind. Go ahead and make that leap, because I do feel like it is going to be lucrative for you. But I do know change is scary for a lot of people, myself included, and it is something that you don't just relish, no matter how great it sounds. You always, I tend to think the worst. So some people, oh, it's too good to be true, or this or that, or no matter what, my mind goes to the worst, and I hate change too. So you may just fit into that category. But let's see what your challenge card is too. So we have the Five of Wands. So again, with this being the stress card down here, okay, you have a stress card here, and you have Five of Wands, which is conflict. This is telling me that you have something that is family related that is causing this. You're stressed and struggling over something family wise. So you have a family conflict, a friendship conflict, a relationship conflict. There's something And I say family but I mean like your extended family, your tribe, okay? Your crew, your family, your friends, your people, could even be your coworkers. You know, if you got a raise and they didn't, if you got a promotion and they didn't, if you got something like that and they didn't, this could be causing some conflict between you and your people, okay? Let's call them that. But that may be what's stressing you out, is that you're feeling pretty bad about that. You know, you're feeling guilty or you're feeling stressed. You don't like conflict. You hate it. And it's just not good for you. And this is what's challenging about all this. You know, now the people that you've always worked side by side with, maybe you're their boss now, and that's just not a dynamic you love. And it's really not a dynamic that they love either. So, you know, that could be it. Could be a relationship conflict, friends, you know, conflict. This could be, like I said, if you got an inheritance, you know, King of Pentacles, you know, Knight of Pentacles, this information coming in, you got an inheritance, or you want a settlement against somebody, or whatever it may be that you got that they didn't get. It could cause some serious conflict. A lot of times when you're on the winning end of some sort of financial situation, there's always somebody on the losing end, or the lesser end, let's say, and that can cause some serious conflict. So that may be what's going on here, and it is bothering you. But you know, you just have to, you know, take it as it goes. But we'll certainly get some advice cards here. This is the psychic deck, so we'll start with that one, and we will try to get some clarification on this Knight of Pentacles, and we'll try to see what we can find out for you here to see how to work through this. Because I don't think that this is necessarily that you're stressed about actually having money anymore. I think it's more of a stress that maybe the people that are affected by you having money, something in that way. So how about the Knight of Pentacles? So prosperity begins. Well, this Knight of Pentacles is bringing in the opportunity that is going to allow you to become prosperous. I mean, that's fairly clear here from the way the cards play out. Your next card being the King of Pentacles, which is pretty good prosperity financially. So we know that. Now, how you're going to get that, that's a different situation, whether it's a cash infusion, like I said, something that's a check literally coming in, a judgment coming in for you, inheritance coming in, tax return coming in, you know, back child support coming in, and, you know, whatever it may be coming in, or whether it's an opportunity that you take that for a long term is going to put you in a position to continue to make more money over time, on and on. I'm not certain. You may know more about that because you may have already had this news coming to you, but it's definitely coming if it hasn't already, for certain. Now, we've got the Moon deck here, and we are going to try to get some information about this King of Pentacles and this Five of Wands and see what we can find out here. So let's see what we've got going here. The Void. Okay. The Void in this deck is one of my favorite cards because the Void, although it sounds horrid, is a place where you go to rest, reflect, and think so that you can recharge, come out smarter, come out wiser, come out more decisive, and come out stronger, okay? If you look at this card, although it's very, very dark, I know it's very hard to see, this person is resting. They are resting in their quiet, comfortable place, okay? This is where they are the most comfortable, the most peaceful, the most calm, so that they can think what's best for them, okay? What do they need to do? They can reflect, they can recharge, they can come out stronger, better, smarter, wiser, make better decisions, and move forward in a positive way for them, okay? So I love this card, by the way. And I think this is a perfect card to go against your King of Pentacles and your problem card, which is your Five of Wands, because this is telling me that you need to go into your void and you need to decide what is best for you, okay? These people fighting, these people causing upheaval, these family members, friends, co-workers, you know, whomever this is, causing strife, causing conflict, you cannot let them affect you and your growth, your prosperity, okay? You cannot let them affect how you live your life because they don't They don't have to live in your shoes, okay? You do. You have to be the one in your void. You have to be the one in your shoes. You have to be the one paying your bills. You have to be the one in your life, okay? So while that's easier said than done sometimes, especially if these are friends that you care about and things like that, and they're all, everything dynamic wise is just, you know, shot all to hell because, you know, maybe you're now their boss, or maybe they feel like you've totally screwed them over because you got an inheritance and they didn't. Whatever that case may be, you have to try to think of the best way to handle that, okay, in a kind and graceful manner. Always stay kind and graceful. But in the end, you have to live with it, okay? You are the one. So you still need to do what's best for you. And they will either come around if they are real friends, real family, real people that support you, or if they can't handle your success, then you don't need them, okay? Yeah, I said it. So keep that in mind. Now let's see what we've got with this 9 of Swords down here. We need a little bit of clarity on that, please. 9 of Swords. Stressed and struggling. What kind of advice can we get on that? Out of the woods, you've made it through. Okay, so again, once you come out of your void, you're stronger, you're better, you're wiser. You've rested, rejuvenated, thought it through. Again, stay graceful, stay kind. Understand that sometimes when people have been overlooked for something and now the dynamic has changed, it's hard on them too. Understand if somebody's on the losing end of something, at first it's hard for them to understand other people's perspective as best you can. But remember that you're the one who has to live your perspective, okay? It's perspective is reality for them, but your perspective is your reality. So, okay, keep that in mind. Once you do what you need to do for yourself, for your immediate family, for your people that you take care of, you won't need to worry anymore, okay? Because like I said, it will sort itself out. The people who care about you, truly, truly care about you, will eventually come around and be happy for your success. And those who don't, you really don't need them anyway. So there's no need for you to really worry about it anymore. At this point, you will be out of the woods, okay? Because you will realize that in your void. You will realize that your prosperity should be celebrated by those who care the most about you. And you will realize that in your void, you are doing what's right for you and the ones you support, your kids, your spouse or significant other, your loved ones that are closest to you, and you're doing what you need to do. And anybody who can't support that, well, that's their problem. And so you will be out of the woods and able to breathe a sigh of relief, not have to worry about it, and move on in a much better, more prosperous, better financial place than you've been in a long time or ever before, possibly. So it does look like abundance is yours, and you should not worry about how other people view you because of that, unless it's something where you did it underhandedly, something like that, in which case that's a completely different situation. But I don't feel like that's the case here for most of you. I feel like it's just something that you deserve, and you may feel bad about the fact that your friends are not dealing well with it, but that's not your problem. Your problem is you and those that you take care of, and you need to focus on that. Also, the number 1, 1, and 10, so 1 and a 0, which even added together is 1. So the number 1 here is very focal. So if that means anything to you, keep that in mind. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Otherwise, I hope to see you back next week for your bonus love readings. Bye.